Monday, the presidency asserted that former President Olusegun Obasanjo backed down from enacting crucial economic policies during his tenure that could have aided Nigeria in times of opposition. The presidency further claimed that the significant reforms Obasanjo hesitated to pursue are now being implemented by President Bola Tinubu for the nation's benefit. In a statement from Temitope Ajayi, Senior Special Assistant to President Bola Tinubu on Media and Publicity, the response was aimed at Obasanjo's recent interview with News Central Television, in which he insinuated that Tinubu took office without a strategy. Ajayi defended Tinubu's policies, emphasizing that the current president is taking the decisive action that Obasanjo failed to initiate 20 years ago. Ajayi highlighted that Obasanjo's interview has been circulated on social media, where he criticized the current administration for lacking a plan. However, Ajayi pointed out that the same planless president is now advancing an ambitious economic reforms program that Obasanjo has proposed but later abandoned. The discussion revolves around how both leaders address the contentious issue of fuel subsidy removal, a sensitive topic that has historically been avoided due to its potential to provoke unrest. The contrast between the two leaders reflects the differences in their willingness to tackle this significant issue. Historically, Obasanjo attempted to fully deregulate the downstream oil sector, but ultimately retreated due to strong opposition from labor and civil society groups. He managed only to raise pump price 4 times throughout his presidency, failing to implement the reforms that could have generated substantial economic benefit for Nigerians. In contrast, President Tinubu has shown the outrage to proceed with the deregulation policy and direct the economy to enhance public finance management. Ajayi acknowledged Obasanjo's notable leadership while criticizing his self-perception as Nigeria's sole savior. The statement also referenced Obasanjo's 2023 national address, where he expressed frustration with labor opposition to deregulation. At that time, he argued that his government reforms were essential for Nigeria's economic efficiency, emphasizing a commitment to deregulation endorsed by various stakeholders, including the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC). The presidency noted that had Obasanjo succeeded in deregulation, Nigeria could have avoided significant economic losses and inefficiency, which continue to affect citizens today. Thanks for listening. The controversy that is going on in this news is something that the Nigerians need to understand, because as at now, the leaders before and the present leader are accusing one another. One is saying you are the cause of what is going on, and another is saying I am not, you are the one. That is what is going on. Now, in this news, we can see that Obasanjo was trying to cancel Tinubu's government because of what is going on. Obasanjo is saying that while it seems that the economic crisis going on in this country has not been corrected, that Tinubu takes the oath of office without a strategy. This has made the Tinubu's special advisor to come out and begin to defend Tinubu, that what Obasanjo has failed to correct it 20 years ago is what Tinubu is correcting. Ladies and gentlemen, looking at what is going on in Nigeria, what is it that President Bola Tinubu is correcting? Since he took the oath of office, the Nigerians has been facing economic hardship. People are lamenting everywhere. Scarcity of food, scarcity of fuel. I mean, nothing is working. Now, when President Muhammadu Buhari was in the office, we face such challenges, and people were praying that may the coming government become better than that of President Muhammadu Buhari. But now, the coming government they were hoping to be better than President Muhammadu Buhari is now playing the worst situation in Nigeria. And now, the most annoying things concerning this present administration is that they fail to address the economic crisis that is going on. They are talking on another thing. And when people are trying to advise them, they will begin to talk another thing out of what is going on. So is that what is supposed to happen? Now, what is the causes of the high cost of living in Nigeria? Is the fuel. Because immediately President Bola Tinubu took the oath of office, the first thing he did is to remove fuel subsidy, which triggered the suffering that is going on in Nigeria today. Now, even Tinubu's wife has come out and said that her husband was not the causes of the crisis going on in Nigeria. Imagine that. So the people that President Bola Tinubu, his entourage, the people that surrounded him are supporting him vehemently that President Bola Tinubu was not the causes because of what? Because they are leaders. They were able to eat 3 square meals a day. They were not buying anything compared to the Nigerian citizens, the poor people who are buying things before they'll be able to succeed. My people, this is what is going on in Nigeria. Is this supposed to be? I look at President Obasanjo to be the sole savior that they talk about, because his time were better far than what we are seeing today. So we are cancelling President Bola Tinubu to change before things will get out of hands. Thanks for listening.